Hello there, this is the Shadow Ranger. This is going to be the second of the TNA themed specials. I based these on using the same concept that TNA used for the Destination X pay-per-view we recently had. You can go ahead and check out my first one, which is one based on tag team division, an all tag team pay-per-view. It's called United We Stand, Celebration of Tag Team Wrestling. And this is going to be the second one. This one is based on the Knockouts. So we're going to have an all-women's show. Now, this isn't going to be a pay-per-view because I just don't think that an all-women's match pay-per-view would sell much. So instead it's going to be a TV special. 2-hour show presented with limited commercial interruption like they did on Impact a couple weeks ago. I thought that really helped. It could be, I wouldn't have it be on a Thursday night and use a whole episode of Impact. I would just have it be on a special edition, like an extra show that week, maybe on a Tuesday or Wednesday night. Preferably Tuesday, I think would be best. And again, it's going to follow the same format of the Destination X pay-per-view. We're going to have some new women wrestlers debuting that we've never seen on Impact before, some returning knockouts from the past, and we're going to have a mini tournament where someone wins a TNA contract. So the first thing I need to do, since this is going to involve fantasy booking, I need to give my disclaimer. I am in no way saying that I can write or book wrestling better than the writers or bookers of any wrestling organization. These opinions are mine and mine alone, and only represent something that I would personally find entertaining. Okay, the name of this special, and it's kind of cliched and I couldn't think of anything better. We're going to call this Impact Wrestling Presents Girls Night Out. So an all-women's match pay-per-view, Girls Night Out. Now I need to do a little setup here. I'm setting this show to take place in 2012. It is going to take place after Immortal. They're defeated. Dixie Carter's back in control. So this is going to take place after Immortal. But this is not going to count as an after Immortal video, just to be clear. But the next after Immortal is going to involve women, though. Anyway, a couple things. Angelina Love and Winter are no longer together. Angelina's back to being Angelina Love. Doesn't really matter who the women's tag champs are because the Knockouts tag titles aren't going to be defended on this pay-per-view. And our Knockouts champion is Mickie James. So as we go into week 1, the show has already been announced. There's promo videos all online, so people know that it's coming. So sorry, a bug flew in front of me. So we're going to start off on week 1. So I'm going to go through each week of Impact leading up to the special and then give you the card for the special. Unlike when I did with the United We Stand video, I'm going to give you the card, but I'm not going to pick the winners because I just like to hear everyone else give their own thoughts on who they think should win and what they'd like to see. Alright. Also, this is not full episodes of Impact again. It's just the parts that can pertain to the pay-per-view. Alright, so week 1, Mike today announces the special. He gives you the date and time of the special. Talks about how there's going to be knockouts from the past coming and some new knockouts that you've never seen. And there's going to be a mini tournament. Someone's going to win a TNA contract. Also, through each of these weeks, they're going to run some video promos, much like the ones talking about the X Division. And just like I did with the United We Stand video, but these are about women's wrestling and the knockouts. Promos about why women's wrestling matters. And you're going to have the female and the male wrestlers. I'm going to do a lot more of the male wrestlers, talking about their favorite female wrestlers and favorite moments in female wrestling and what female wrestling means to them and why they feel that why women's wrestling matters, using the whole wrestling matters slogan. So we did why X Division wrestling matters, and we had why tag team wrestling matters, so this is why women's wrestling matters. So these promos, they'll probably be like about 1 minute each, and do one each week. Also gonna have some classic knockouts moments. So for week 1, our classic moment is going to be what Warriors would you start? The Bound for Glory '07 Gauntlet match to crown the first Knockouts champion. Okay, so our first qualifying match for the contract match is going to be 3 returning knockouts. This match is going to be Salinas, aka Shelly Martinez, versus Roxxi, Nikki Roxx, Roxy Laveau, versus Trinity. I'm going way back to get Trinity for this one. And our winner is going to be Roxxi. So she's going to be the first qualifier for the contract match. It's also announced that at Girls Night Out, the Knockouts title is going to be defended in the first ever Queen of the Mountain match. And we're going to have the first qualifying match tonight. Champ is going to be 5 women, so of course you have the champion, Mickie James. And our first qualifying match is going to be Velvet Sky versus Miss Tessmacher. Velvet Sky wins. So far in our Queen of the Mountain, we have Mickie James, Velvet Sky. So that's week 1. Okay, week 2. Do the second Women's Wrestling Matters promo and our classic moment, which is going to be the Makeover Battle Royal. That was the Battle Royal ladder match, the one where they won the number 1 contenders match and Roxy got her head shaved at the end. That one. Alright, we're going to have our second qualifying 3-way match. 3 new women. We're going to have Serena Deeb versus Allison Danger versus Isis the Amazon. And our winner is going to be Isis. So she's going to be the second person in the contract match. So far in our contract match, we have Roxy and Isis the Amazon. Alright. Also, our second Queen of the Mountain qualifying match will be Tara versus Rosita, and Tara will win, so she'll qualify for the Queen of the Mountain. So Queen of the Mountain so far is Mickie James, the champion, Velvet Sky, and Tara. Okay. Week 3, do the third Women's Wrestling Matters promo, and a classic moment is going to be the Mickie James versus Tara Steel Cage match. Next 3-way to qualify for the contract match, 3 more returning knockouts. It's going to be Taylor Wilde versus Alyssa Flash versus Hamada, and Alyssa Flash is going to win this one. So she makes her way into the contract match. Queen of the Mountain qualifying match will be Madison Rayne versus Angelina Love, and Madison Rayne will win that one. So she makes her way in Queen of the Mountain. So, contract match, we have Roxy, Isis, and Alyssa Flash qualifying. Queen of the Mountain, we have Mickie James, Velvet Sky, Tara, and Madison Rayne qualifying. Also, second part, still on week 3 here. We have 2 backstage segments. The first backstage segment is going to be Sarita and Rosita doing a promo talking about how they're both angry that they're not going to be in Queen of the Mountain, so they decided to issue an open challenge for any female tag team to face them at Girls Night Out. Excuse me. Backstage, we have a segment with Taylor Wilde talking to Dixie Carter. She's asking for another shot, that she wants to be back in TNA. And before Dixie says anything, we have Winter show up. Winter insults Taylor a bit. She says Taylor Wilde's a has-been. She's the future. Says if anyone should be getting a shot at anything on Girls Night Out, it should be her. So Dixie decides to make a match between Taylor Wilde and Winter for Girls Night Out. Dixie tells Taylor, if you win, I'll consider giving you another chance. Let's see how you do. So we sign our one-on-one match for Girls Night Out, Taylor Wilde versus Winter. Alright, going into week 4, have the 4th Women's Wrestling Matters promo. Classic moment, I couldn't think of another really good classic moment that I felt should go with this shot that didn't involve people who were gone. Because I thought like some awesome calm moments, but she's in WWE now and you don't really do that. Then you can't use any of the Gail Kim stuff that I wanted to add, so you have to kind of leave that out. But I was thinking maybe do a compilation of someone like the Knockouts hardcore matches, talking about how hardcore they are, how they really get out there, they get tough, they bleed, and they get injured. They're not like prissy Barbie dolls and stuff like that. Last qualifying match for the contract match, last 3-way with 3 new women. Gonna have 3-way Sarah Del Rey versus Daisy Hayes versus Mia Yim, and our winner's gonna be Sarah Del Rey. And And the last match is going to be a second chance three-way match. The three women who lost their qualifying matches for Queen of the Mountain are going to face each other in a three-way, and whoever wins gets the last spot in Queen of the Mountain. So that'll be Angelina Love versus Rosita versus Miss Tessmacher. Angelina Love wins. So she is the fifth and final participant in the first Queen of the Mountain. So Queen of the Mountain is champion Mickie James versus Tara versus Velvet Sky versus Madison Rayne versus Angelina Love. And a contract match is set: Roxxi versus Ice of the Amazon versus Alyssa Flash versus Sarah Del Rey. Last backstage segment is going to be Serena and Rosita there, and they get confronted by Ink Inc. Ink Inc tells them that they know two girls who want to accept their open challenge. Serena says, "Alright, tell them to show up." They'll say it better, but I'm just giving you the short version. Alright? So Serena and Rosita's open challenge has been answered. So that is our setup. Also, sorry, I forgot. They also announced there's going to be a special open the show with a special 15-woman Gauntlet Battle Royal. The Gauntlet Battle Royal is those Royal Rumble style matches TNA used to do. You know the ones that was like Royal Rumble style, but when it got down to two people, they had to do pinfall submission to win. They haven't done one of those in a while, but that's going to be a 15-woman Battle Royal. Going to feature some old faces and new. And that's going to be the last match. So I figure that's enough to fill a 2-hour show. So our final card, opening up with the 15-woman Gauntlet Battle Royal. So we got in that match is going to be Miss Tessmacher, Serena Deeb, Allison Danger, Salinas, ODB, Jackie Moore, Hamada, Trinity. Going to bring back Sojo Bolt, Daphne, Lacey Von Erich, Daisy Hayes, Mia Yim. And I need two more people. I couldn't think of who else to put. I think like I'm forgetting some people, like some former knockouts or something, or I'm just not sure. But I need two more people. It could be some women from the past, or somebody unexpected. Maybe you have like Lita or Jazz from ECW, or two other indie girls, or just some. If you're listening, give me toss me in the comment section. Give me an idea for two more women to add to this to make it 15 women. I couldn't think of anybody else, so I need two more women to show up, and then make it 15 women. It would be cool if like Gail Kim got released from WWE, and I could have her make her return at this, but yeah, that's wishful thinking. Anyway, so we have the 15-woman Gauntlet Battle Royal. Alright, Taylor Wilde versus Winter. Open challenge is Serena and Rosita, and the people who answer is going to be Christina Von Eerie and Buggy Nova. I say Christina and Buggy because 1, Christina dates Jesse Neal. 2, I like Buggy a lot. 3, Christina and Buggy have tagged on the indies a lot, so it makes sense to bring them as a team. So we have Christina Von Eerie and Buggy versus Serena and Rosita. The 4-way for the contract: Roxxi Laveau, Ice is the Amazon, Alyssa Flash, and Sarah Del Rey. And our first ever Queen of the Mountain match for the Knockouts title will be Mickie James versus Tara versus Velvet Sky versus Madison Rayne versus Angelina Love. Alright, so there is my build up and final card for a all women's TV special from TNA. Again, it's a TV special because, well, 1, I couldn't think of enough stuff to fill up 3 hours, and 2, I don't think a 3-hour all women's match pay-per-view will sell. But I think as a TV special, people will watch it. I mean, because I honestly wouldn't. I really like women's wrestling, but I don't think I'd spend, what pay-per-views? $35? Yeah, I wouldn't spend $35 to see an all Knockouts pay-per-view. But on free TV, I would schedule my week around it. I would go out of my way to make sure I was home to watch that. I would not miss it on TV, but I wouldn't pay $35 to see it on pay-per-view. And I figure, as much of a fan I am of the Knockouts and women's wrestling in general, if I wouldn't pay the $35 to see it, I doubt anybody else would either. But if it's on TV, again, I'll go out of my way to see it. So that's the card. 15-woman Gauntlet Match: Taylor Wilde versus Winter, Serena and Rosita versus Christina Von Eerie and Buggy, Roxxi versus Isis versus Alyssa Flash versus Sarah Del Rey for the contract, and Queen of the Mountain: Mickie James, Tara, Velvet Sky, Madison Rayne, Angelina Love. Alright, so that is my second one. I can't think of anything else I'd do for a theme pay-per-view. Once you're done X Division, tag, and knockouts, that's about it. Anything else, you're just doing a regular pay-per-view. So that's my concept for TNA Girls Night Out. Leave your feedback. Also, suggest two more women I could have put in the 15 woman battle royal. And let me know who you'd like to win each of these matches. That being said, this is the Shadow Ranger. Thank you for listening. If you like my videos, please subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at TJSMITH3. If you have any questions that you'd like to send me to do topics for a video or for a Q&A or anything like that, send them to me and I will answer them. So, thank you for listening. Have a nice day.